Hello, hello, and welcome to another set of battles in Season 18 of Go Battle League. It has been quite a while since the last time we've battled it out, and unfortunately Spring Cup has been here for 2 weeks now, so better late than never. We can go ahead and take on the Spring Cup. Admittedly, I have been trying to take on the Spring Cup off stream, test out some teams, see what works, what doesn't, and admittedly I've never really quite got a proper handle on Spring Cup, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we have something set up that'll get us some good wins going forward. But again, only one way to find out, and that is to jump right into the battles. And on that note, since apologies again, I have started pretty on the late side, we'll go ahead and jump into it in just a moment. But before we do, I just want to kind of go over where we're currently at in the season in terms of our ranking and everything. Excuse me. Okay. So right now we're currently sitting at rank 17, so still have a little bit of ways to go before we get our official ELO. Hopefully we'll be able to get it by the end of the stream, but we'll see how it all plays out. But for now, we've gotten to rank 17 with 86 wins under our belt out of a total of 155 battles. We did break our longest win streak from last season, where we got 11 in a row this time around. And we got ourselves a cool 105,000 Stardust throughout all the battles that we've done so far. So that's currently where we're at right now. But let's go ahead and jump right into the basic rewards and jump into the Spring Cup to see if we can add on to those wins. But real quick, just to introduce the team that we'll be using for these Spring Cup battles. We're kicking things off with a Ninetales of the Alolan variety up at the front, rocking Powder Snow, Psyshock, and Weather Ball. Hanging out in the middle is the Ghostly Tree Trevenant, rocking Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Seed Bomb. And closing everything out, we have our Shiny Flex Empoleon, who is rocking Steel Wing, Hydro Cannon, and Drill Peck. Alright, so this is the team that we have assembled. Let's go ahead and jump right into the battles and see how we do for our first set of the night. We shall see. And match number one of this set is going to be against Ace Trainer Frank. Alright, Frank, what do you got? Ooh, first matchup's going to be up against the Sea King. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and swap right on out for my Empoleon, into which case they're going to waste no time and swap right on out for their Poliwrath. Alright, Poliwrath definitely wasting no time with those counters, getting us well into the yellow. With that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and let this next attack go through. It is going to be Power Up Punch, which does, well, pack quite a punch in and of itself. Fair enough, fair enough. With that, we do say goodbye to our Empoleon there. RIP, buddy, have done well. With that, we'll go ahead and swap right on in for my Trevenant. We'll go ahead and shield out here just in case they happen to be also rocking Icy Wind. They are indeed rocking Icy Wind. Okay, with that, we are able to Shadow Claw the rest of the Poliwrath right on out here, although our attack has been debuffed, so I gotta be a little bit careful about that. In the meantime, though, do we get to face off against their third Mon, or... Well, the answer is yes. We will be facing off against their Alolan Ninetales. In which case, I'm going to go ahead and swap right back in for my own Ninetales, who's going to be facing off against their Sea King. The poison jabs are definitely hurting quite a bit, but hopefully we'll be able to survive at least one or two of their charge moves. We shall see in just a moment. I'm going to actually just let this one go and see how well we handle this one here. The Icy Wind, we are okay, although we do lose a little bit of our attack power there, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. Go ahead and fire off another Psyshock their way. Do we manage to clear out shield number 2, or we do good damage to the Sea King? Good damage to the Sea King it is. Fair enough, fair enough. And with that, we'll go ahead and say goodbye to our Ninetales here. RIP, buddy, you've done well. And then we'll go ahead and bring back the Trevenant. Into which case, we're once again face to face with the Alolan Ninetales, who I believe does have a weather ball up and running. So we'll go ahead and shield out here. And the big question is, can I get to... Okay, so we do manage to get to the Seed Bomb to clear out the shield. I don't know if I have enough to get to another Seed Bomb. Plus, the pause gives me a little bit concerned that they're already at a weather ball. So we were one short, unfortunately, on the Seed Bomb, and it does look like they get to the weather ball. So unfortunately, that is going to be loss number 1 of this set here. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so not off to a particularly great start. We're currently 0-1, but let's see if we can tie it all back up. Go for that 1-1 as we go into match number 2, which is going to be up against Jeho 261. Alright, Jeho, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Gretty and Wheezing. Glare and Wheezing so powerful, I accidentally lost my ability to speak for a second there. I'll go ahead and let this one go. I don't think it's going to be overheat yet. It is going to be sludge, which does definitely hurt quite a bit, not going to lie. It is what it is. With that though, I'm going to go ahead and fire off a weather ball their way. See if I can bait off a shield here. Or do some good neutral damage. Neutral damage it is. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. With that though, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here. Try and keep my Alolan Ninetales alive as long as I possibly can. And with that, we do have an opportunity to fire off another weather ball their way. With that, we actually do manage to get Wheezing well into the red and clear out the rest of their Wheezing. And with that, next mon that we have to deal with is going to be their Empoleon. Into which case, we'll go ahead and bring in our Trevenant. The only thing that we do have to keep an eye out, though, is that, of course, Empoleon does know Drill Peck, which is definitely not something that I want to try and tank out. Thank you very much. But hopefully, well, first and foremost, we do need to get rid of some of those shields, so... And fire that their way, and let's see if we can time it right. I'm not sure if we properly caught that, but they are firing off their charge move. We do have our own Empoleon out on the field, who was able to handle that Drill Peck pretty well, I'd argue. Okay, with that, next one that I have to deal with is going to be a Dugong. I know Hydro Cannon is resisted, but I'm wondering if that would have provided me with a little bit of extra damage there. And we do have another Hydro Cannon at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire that over at the Dugong. It is pretty sure still going to be resisted, but that actually doesn't matter because we actually do manage to take out the shield in that case. Though I'm assuming they're going to be going for a Drill Run, taking out my Empoleon, and they might have already enough for an Icy Wind. I'm not sure. Oh, yep, there it is. And I'm not sure if Trevenant is bulky enough to handle Icy Wind. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, so unfortunately that is going to be loss number 2 of the set here. RIPs there, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so we're not off to a particularly great start. We're currently 0-2. I am going to try and stick to the current team setup that we have here, but I'm going to go ahead and put Empoleon up at the front instead and see if Ninetales might function a little bit better as a back-end option, but as a closer in this case, but well, we'll see how it all plays out. In an event, we'll go ahead and see if this adjustment works as we go into match number 3, which is going to be up against Mad Pyro. Alright, Mad Pyro, what do you got? First round is going to be up against a Breloom, so definitely not something I want to stick around for. Thank you very much. With that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on out for Trevenant. In which case, they've actually opted to stick it out for this one. I'm kind of curious as to what Breloom knows exactly. Excuse me. And they are coming in with a charge move. I'm going to go ahead and shield. I'm not 100% sure what Breloom node. It is going to be Sludge Bomb, so if anything, that would have probably packed some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. But in any event, we might have been able to just clear him out with the Shadow Claws, but again, I'm not 100% sure what Breloom knows, and I want to try and get rid of it as quick as I can. Thank you very much. And with that, next one to deal with is going to be the Greninja. Alright, Night Slashes are definitely not something I want to try and tank out. Thank you very much. But I'm assuming they're double charged, that's why, so I just opted to let my let my Trevenant go on that one. So RIPs, but you've done well, Trevenant. Ooh, and with that, next one that we have to deal with is going to be a Lantern, and unfortunately the squad that we have prepared is not quite properly set to deal with Lantern, but we'll try the best that we can. Oh, and since we're here, good morning to you, Flandream. Welcome, welcome. Or good evening from where I'm currently located. Right now we're taking on the Spring Cup. We're currently in the middle of a matchup between our Ninetales and their Lantern. I just forgot what Pokemon I'm fighting. Hello. And then we'll go ahead and shield out here. It's the best idea, but it's opting to try and do as much damage to this Lantern as we can before our inevitable demise. Then we got the Psyshock in. They have swapped back out for the Greninja. Probably could have fired off that Weather Ball, just try and get that neutral damage in, but I that, you know, some damage in on the Greninja, but it is what it is. In any event, though, it does look like the Greninja is able to get to the next charge move, so that is still going to be loss number 3 of this set here. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Yeah, the Spring Cup has not been kind to me, unfortunately. I mean, it is the first set of the night, so, you know, it's... You know, we still have plenty of opportunities to get ourselves some positive sets later on, but... If this trend continues, I'm guessing our ELO start is going to be kind of on the low side, so I'm not expecting anything good to come from the end of this, but... Well, I'm still hoping, fingers crossed, that we actually do get to an ELO reveal, but... Again, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But anyway... besides that, though... I am going to the initial team that I've had going that had some level of success before this was Alola Ninetales at the front with Trevenant in the middle and a Lantern in the back. It started struggling a little bit, and I kind of tried to keep adjusting for that, and well, it only got worse from there, so maybe it's a sign. Maybe going right back to the basics might help us out going into these live sets of matches, but well, only one way to find out is to jump into match number 4 and hope we get ourselves our first win of the night. Okay, and with that, match number 4 of this set is going to be up against Chad the Fifth. Alright, Chad, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Ferrothorn. And with that, if it is a Ferrothorn rocking Mirror Shot, we might be in a little bit of trouble here. If it's Power Whip, we should be okay, I'm thinking. If it has Flash Cannon, that's gonna be that's gonna be a rough one. But anyway, it is going to be... They are opting for the Power Whip, so it could be possible that they're rocking possibly a Power Whip Thunder with them. Maybe, possibly. Anyway, we'll go ahead and take this opportunity. We'll go ahead and say goodbye to our Ninetales here. Save our shields for another day. RIP, buddy, you have done well. And with that, we're coming in with the Trevenant. And they've been building up quite a lot of energy here. I will go ahead and shield out here because I want to keep as much health on my Trevenant as I can. It is going to be Power Whip, so we would have been able to resist it, but again, never really know what to look out for, especially when the next mon that we're dealing with is going to be an Abomasnow. Okay, we're gonna come in with a Seed Bomb. I'm guessing it's gonna be Weather Bomb. Weather Ball, sorry. It's not gonna be a bomb, it's gonna be a ball. Although, for our poor Trevenant here, it might as well be a bomb. With that though, we'll go ahead and fire off a Shadow Ball their way. Ooh, actually get that good neutral damage there. Ooh, and unfortunately Trevenant is not quite able to seal the deal there. So we will be saying goodbye to our Trevenant here. RIP buddy, you've done well. Now with that, ooh, final mon is going to be a Pelipper, which actually works out perfectly in our favor here. Alright, with that, I'm assuming, if I recall correctly, Pelipper doesn't really have anything that could really hurt us. It does have Hurricane, but we are able to resist. Right, and with that, they have Opted to call it a night, so we do actually manage to secure ourselves. Manage to secure ourselves victory number 1 in this set. GG's. GG's all around. So it looks like back to basics really was the strat for this one. Alright. Anywho. So no matter what, this set is going to end in the negative with 1 win and 3 losses, but we might as well see if we get ourselves win number 2 as we now jump into match number 5, which is going to be up against Rod 909. Our Rod. Alright, Rod, what do you got? First matchup is going to be against a Galarian Weezy. Excuse me. They have opted to stick it out here. Your guess is as good as mine if they're going straight for the overheat or if they have sludge to rely on throughout the rest of this match. We shall see, we shall see. Judging by the amount of time they spent though, I'm thinking this might just be the overheat from the get-go. Nope, it's gonna be sludge. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. And now the big question is, do you let the weather ball go or are you gonna shield? We are gonna shield, okay. And they might be trying to bait me out with another sludge here, but nope, no, they're going straight for the overheat, so we're down shields, but we are now face to face with an Abomasnow. Okay. Unfortunately, we do manage to pack some pretty good neutral damage with our weather balls. I'm guessing they're going to be striking back with Energy Ball this time around, and we're pretty tanky, but well, we're just tanky enough to actually survive that, so I'll take that. And with that, we'll fire off a weather ball their way. Should get them well into the red. I'll take that. And with that, we are able to Shadow Claw the rest of the Abomasnow right on out of here. And with that, it's going to be the return of the Galarian Weezing. And fire off a Seed Bomb their way. We actually do clear out their second shield. And with that, I'm going to bring in Lantern to clear out the rest of the Weezing. Turns out final mon that we have to deal with is going to be a Jellicent. It actually works out pretty well in our favor here. Alright, well, I owe much apologies to this team. I'm sorry I ever doubted you from the get-go, but they came back with a vengeance, and, well, actually, no, they're still left with the Jellicent. Oh, there we go. And they did manage to get ourselves at least 2 wins out of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that's a good sign of things to come, but it is the Spring Cup. Spring Cup tends to get pretty tricky sometimes, but at least for now, while it is a negative win-loss set here, it is still 2 out of 5, so it's not terrible. We do still manage to get the 29-20 Stardust, which I need to come back. There we go. And I need to get rid of some items. I'm gonna throw away like 7 hyper potions if that's cool. I trade that for a charge TM. Could always use those. And with that, we have made our way up to rank 18. Heyo. Last technical full rank to go before our single set in rank 19 and our ELO at rank 20. So gotta make our battles count here. Gotta make our battles count here. Actually, would have been good to also have like really good sets in rank 17 too, but you know, anyway. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get some good wins going, but for now, starting things out a little bit in the negative again, but you know, hanging out in the middle with 2 wins out of 5, so can't really argue there. But with that said, we'll go ahead and jump right back into the basic rewards and jump right back into the Spring Cup to see if we can do a little bit better this time around. And the team that we'll be using for this next match, we're starting things out with an Alolan Ninetales up the front, who's rocking Powder Snow, Psyshock, and Weather Ball. Hanging out in the middle, we have Trevenant, who is rocking Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Seed Bomb. And then closing everything out, we have Lantern, who is rocking Spark, Thunderbolt, and Surf. Alright, so this is the team we have set. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. And in fact, match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Aliboo. Alright, Aliboo, what do you got? First matchup's gonna be up against the Galarian Weezing. All rocking some regional fairy type Pokemon today. I respect it. Okay, judging by how fast that was, I don't think it's gonna be the Overheat. I think it's gonna be Sludge. Should get us to about... Oh, it's gonna be Brutal Swing. Oh, Brutal Swing, we're fine. That though, I'll go ahead and fire off a Psyshock their way. We do see the Psyshock coming, so they do use their shield there. Okay, with that, they do manage to build up a decent amount of energy over here. So now we'll go ahead and use up our first shield here. It is going to be the Overheat. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Psyshock their way. Do they shield or do they let it go? Let it go, okay. Ooh, next mon to deal with is going to be a Togetic. Good news for us here. Our Weather Balls actually do pretty good damage to their flying typing, so I'll take that. With that, I'll go ahead and see how much damage this does to Ninetales here. We actually do survive it, although we don't really have anything to do with that survival. So that final one to deal with is going to be a Tropius. Right now we are surviving those air slashes pretty well, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick it out for now. And I'm pretty sure we should be able to stick out a Leaf Blade. I don't think we have enough in us to do 2, but we should be able to survive 1. I have faith. Okay. Hanging in there pretty well. They are coming in with, I'm assuming it's going to be another Leaf Blade, so we'll go ahead and shield out here. Okay. Another opportunity to fire off a Thunderbolt their way, get some good neutral damage going. Get them onto the yellow. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so for now we currently have them in the red. It's just a matter of whether or not we can Shadow Claw the rest of this Tropius down before they, what I'm assuming is going to be Aerial Oasis to Oblivion. Ooh, the Togetic has a charge move ready. What kind does it have? It's going to be Aerial Ace. Oh, speaking of. We might have been able to survive the... survive long enough against the Togetic. Ooh, but our Shadow Claw does beat out their Air Slash, so we do still manage to somehow secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Ooh, okay. That was certainly a close call there. Right now we're 1-0. Let's see if we can go 2-0 as we go against Nittany Lion for match number 2. Alright, Nittany starting things out with a Pelipper. Actually have a really solid counter hanging out on the back here, but we might as well stick it out with our Ninetales for now, because we do have some good neutral damage that we can dish out with our Weather Ball Spam. Okay. And go ahead and chuck up a shield here just in case they're going straight for the Hurricane. Nope, they're going Weather Ball first. Fair enough, fair enough. And I'm thinking after this, we'll just go ahead and let whatever charge move comes afterwards, just let it go from here. Plus, we do manage to take out both of their shields at this point, so that's kind of good. And with that, I think I'll just go ahead and let this one go. Guessing it's, yep, it's going to be the Hurricane, so we say goodbye to Ninetales there. RIP, but you've done well. That they swap out for a Ferrothorn, into which case we can swap out for our Trevenant. Alright. I might be a little overconfident here, but we'll go ahead and try and tank out this next charge move. It's gonna be the Thunder. Handle that just fine. Okay, with that, we do have enough for the Shadow Ball. Well, we have well more than enough for the Shadow Ball, so we'll go ahead and fire that their way. Red. I might be pushing my luck a little bit here, but we'll go ahead and try and take out this next one as well. Should get us deep in the red, if assumingly. Yep, there it is. And then we are able to finish off the rest of the Ferrothorn. Next up is going to be the Galarian Wheezing. We'll come in with our Lantern. And we'll go ahead and use up my final shield here, mostly because, well, if the last mon is Pelipper, I'm pretty sure we should be able to handle that. Any charge move that Pelipper throws our way, no problem. There we go. Oh, and with that, they have opted to call it a night. So we do manage to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that right now, we are currently 2-0. Let's see if we can go 3-0 as we look for match number 3. And speaking of, match number 3 of this set is going to be up against 92 Hunter X. Alright, 92 Hunter X, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Mawile. Okay, that's definitely a nope right there. I'm going to swap Iron out for my Lantern, into which case they swap out for their Tropius. This time a Razor Leafin Tropius. And with that, I'll go ahead and fire off Thunderbolt. Get some pretty decent neutral damage in there. With that though, we'll go ahead and now say goodbye to our Lantern here. RIP buddy, you have done well. Excuse me. And with that, I'll come in with our Ninetales, who's able to Powder Snow the rest of the Tropius right on out of here. And with that, I'm assuming, yep, it's going to be the return of the Mawile. While all of our charge moves are pretty much ineffective against Mawile, we might as well just fire as much as we can their way to get as much damage as we can get in before our inevitable demise. At the very least, we got them well into the yellow. Can we get another charge move going? Not quite yet. Go ahead and let our Ninetales go. I probably could use the shield here actually too. It didn't really matter too much because it was a power-up punch there. The interesting thing about this is, though, is that they do have both of their shields still available. And they're going to get themselves quite a good amount of damage in with the rest of their Mava before, before the Mava goes down, so... Ooh, that final mon is going to be Victory Bell. Unfortunately, even if I do fire off these 2 seed bombs, they're going to get eaten by the shield, and I just do not have enough health in me to really do anything else besides, unfortunately, meet our demise there. So, unfortunately, that is going to be loss number 1 in this set. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so right now we're currently still in the positive. We're 2 wins and 1 loss. Let's see if we can get ourselves our 3rd win here as we jump into match number 4, which is going to be up against Rost 5. Alright, Rost, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against an Azumarill. Okay, Azumarill, huh? Okay. Fighting off Azumarill with Ninetales feels like a fool's errand, if I had to be real with you. But we're going to stick it out anyway. Get some good neutral damage in before our inevitable demise. Judging by how quick that was, I'm assuming this is going to be Play Rough, unless they're trying to bait me out with Ice Beam. But it is going to be the Play Rough, does get me deep into the yellow. Okay. Probably could have swapped in right for Trevenant at the very beginning, and then since we have Lantern in the back, we could just leave that for later. Anywho. Okay, even though it's a woulda, coulda, shoulda, we're still sticking it out. And we actually do get Azumarill well into the red, so can't really argue with that. With that though, we'll go ahead and tank out this next attack with our Lantern. I'm assuming it's going to be Play Rough. And, oh, no, it's actually going to be Ice Beam. Works for me. And with that, we are able to spark the rest of the Azumarill right on out of here. So with that, next mon that we're dealing with is going to be the Trevenant. And with that, we'll fire off a Thunderbolt their way. Go ahead and use up shield number 1 here. And with that, I'm now going to swap in for my own Trevenant, in which case they're going to swap in for their Pelipper. Alright, the wing attacks, and well, even if they do opt to do the Weather Ball spam, I think that is still going to be enough to really just do some pretty nasty damage to us. On that note, probably go save that shield for later, but it's okay. In any event, we'll go ahead and fire off another Seed Bomb their way, probably get them well into the red before our inevitable demise. Or take out their second shield, I'll take that. And with that, we now say goodbye to our Trevenant here. RIP, buddy, you have done well. Or not. Okay. I think they're stalling. I think they're stalling for time a little bit. I would imagine. Yeah. I don't... Okay, with that, it is the return of the Trevenant. We do have a Thunderbolt at the ready. It is resisted, but hopefully it does enough damage to clear it out. Ooh, and the research actually tells me it was enough to clear, so we do manage to get ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Whew. Dang, that Trevenant matchup, man, that's scary stuff right there. Relying on the heart of the cards on that one. Anyway, the heart of the Mons. Anyway. Regardless, on the plus side, no matter what, we're ending this set in the positive with 3 wins and 1 loss. But let's see if we can go 4-1 as we look for our final match of this set. And last match of the set is going to be up against Just a Beto. Alright, just a bit. What do you got? First matchup's gonna be up against a Rhinosaur. Sticking it out, so I'm assuming we're going to be seeing some sludge bombs heading our way. The good news for us is that we actually do outpace them with our weather balls, so we're good there. They opt to swap in for the Ferrothorn, in which case we can swap in for our Trevenant. There's the Pokemon name I'm looking for. And Ferrothorn coming in with the Power Whip. The Power Whip. Okay, with that, don't waste no time. Go straight for the Shadow Ball. Should get either the second shield or get them well to the yellow. Or well to the red, I'm sorry. Forgetting how much damage Shadow Ball can do. Anyway, we'll go ahead and let this next one go as well. Should get us, yeah, that gets us deep into the red, but we are able to clear the rest of the Ferrothorn. The final one to deal with is going to be a Poliwrath. Here's a Poliwrath rocking Bubble, but we do have Lantern to face off against the rest of this Poliwrath, so we'll go ahead and do just that, or actually swap right on out for our Ninetales to face off against the rest of their Venusaur. Got the Frenzy Plant on lock there. And with that, we're going to fire for Weather Ball their way, clear out the rest of the Venusaur. And we just have the rest of the Poliwrath to deal with. I'll go ahead and try and tank this out. It could be probably, I'm guessing it's Scald. Yep. It's going to be well into the red, but hopefully we can, maybe. Excuse me. Get to Psyshock. Alright, fire that off, and we do manage to clear out the Poliwrath and secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Yeah, there we go. Managed to make a little bit of a comeback there. Haha, anyway. So yeah, we were able to end this on a very solid 4 wins out of 5. With that, we can go ahead and claim this 3080 Stardust, this Charge TM. We got ourselves a Phalanx. Oisho. Oisho again. Alright, while catching this Phalanx, we'll go ahead and drink some water. Always remember to stay hydrated. Oh, that was fast. Anyway. Oh, yeah, it is a brand new day, so we did manage to get ourselves our 7-day streak. A little weird to have 7-day streaks on a Thursday, but anyway. Interesting IV, so we'll go ahead and transfer out the Phalanx. And we can also claim this 3 rare candy, and we have inched our way ever so closer to rank 19. So, definitely going to be in this rank for quite a while tonight. But at the very least, we were able to get a positive set out of this, so can't argue with that, can't argue with that. Started out a little bit rough, but still in the middle with 2 wins out of 5, but the most recent one we managed to get that 4-1, so hopefully we'll be able to stay in the positive for the rest of these, but only time will tell. And speaking of time, I think we may have an advertisement coming up real quick, so I'm gonna take this quick moment, take a breather, catch some Trapinch and a Mareep here, which is good because I'm still working on the Shiny Shaman research, and I need more Hoenn and Jodomons. So go ahead and take a quick breather, catch these Mons, and we will jump right back into the battle right after that. Always good to take a moment, breathe a little bit, just relax, calm down. Anywho, got ourselves a Mareep. It's alright. I'm gonna transfer it out. Got ourselves a Trapinch, number 1. Alright. IVs. Interesting. I'm going to transfer you out. And trap pinch number 2. A little wild with my throws today. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, there's a brand new trap pinch. Interesting IVs on that one too, so we'll go ahead and transfer you out. Anyway, with the Pokemon caught all around us, we'll go ahead and get right back into the battles here. It's a brand new day, 5 new sets available. What does that get us? About set 7 by the end of this? But anyway, with that, we'll go ahead and jump right back into the basic rewards and jump into the Spring Cup. And to introduce the team that we have been using, or that we use at least for this past set and for the last half of set 1. We're starting things out with an Alolan Ninetales up at the front, who's rocking Powder Snow, Psyshock, and Witherball. Hanging out in the middle, we have Trevenant, who's rocking Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Seed Bomb. And then closing everything out, we have Lantern, who is rocking Spark, Thunderbolt, and Surf. Excuse me. Alright, so this is the team that we have assembled. Let's go ahead and jump right back into the battles and see how we do for set number 3. Also set number 1 of today. Anyway, match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Matt, 1992R. Alright, Matt, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Mobile. Which tells me I don't want to be here. I will swap out for my Lantern, into which case they're going to swap out for their Victory Bell. Okay. Now with that, we'll fire off Thunderbolt. It is resisted, but does get them to about half health, so I'll still take that. And with that, we now say goodbye to our Lantern there. RIP, buddy, you've done well. That. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Alolan Ninetales. In which case, I'll go ahead and shield here. It's going to be Leaf Blade, which probably gets to maybe about half health, if anything. And we are able to Powder Snow the rest of the Victory Bell right on out of here. And we have the rest of the Mavile to deal with. Fire off a Weather Ball, clear out shield number 1. Really trying to keep their Mavile as alive as possible to the end of this, huh? I can't blame them. It's pretty effective against the rest of my team here. Anyway, speaking of their effectiveness, they have boosted it by firing off the Power-Up Punch. Now with that, go ahead and fire off another Weather Ball their way. This time actually get some pretty good damage in with that. With that, I'll go ahead and swap right on out for my Trevenant, into which case they are now facing off against a Ludicolo. Hello, Ludicolo. Wasn't expecting you today. I won't argue against fighting off against Ludicolo. And with that though, we'll go ahead and fire off another Seed Bomb their way. Clear out shield number 2. That we do manage to get them well into the yellow. And being on the yellow, I'm not sure if we have enough in us to... Ooh. Go ahead and shield out here. I don't know if I actually have enough health to even survive this Leaf Storm, if I have to be real with you. Well, fortunately, it looks like we did. We're going to fire off the Weather Ball. We do clear the Ludicolo, but unfortunately, we just don't have enough in us really to deal with the rest of the Mobile there. So that is going to be loss number 1 of the set here. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so not off to a particularly great start, but we still have 4 more matches left in the set. Plenty of opportunities to bounce back. See if we can do just that as we go into match number 2 against Trakthor Neo. Alright, Trek. First matchup is going to be up against the Napoleon. And with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and swap right on out for my Trevenant, into which case they're going to swap out for their Gardevoir. Gardevoir, of course, packing some pretty nasty neutral damage with the Confusions. However, we are able to pack some pretty good super effective damage with our Shadow Claws. that. Gardevoir coming in with the triple axle. Ooh, getting that extra damage in now. Probably could have actually finished off with the Shadow Claws now that I look at it, but we're here. And we actually do manage to clear out shield number 2 there, so I'll take that. And with that, we'll go ahead and waste no time, bring in the Lantern, clear out the rest of the what do you call it? Gardevoir. Oh my goodness. Anyway, their last mon is going to be the Rose Raid. And the real question is, do I actually bother to stick it out on this one? Or do I swap in for... Swap in it is. Get a little bit extra energy on our Lantern just to seal the deal on that. But in the meantime, with that, we are now face to face with the remainder of their Empoleon. We should be able to survive any of the charge moves that they throw our way. The only thing about that though is that, well, we are pretty low on health, so while we are able to tank, we're not able to tank that much, so got to be a little bit wary about that. And all in on the Thunderbolt, clear out the rest of the Empoleon. Ooh, and we do have enough to get to a Surf. Unless Rose Raid is more durable than I think, we should be good to go. And with that, we do manage to surf out the Rose Raid and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, with that, I believe we're all tied up now. We're currently 1-1. See if we can go 2-1 as we now jump into match number 3, which is going to be up against Lady Jetes. Lady Jeets. Anyway, first matchup is going to be the Mirror. It's going to be Alolan Ninetales versus Alolan Ninetales. And it is going to be the Battle of the Powder Snow. Judging by how fast that charge move is, I'm assuming they're going to be firing off a Weather Ball our way. In the meantime, though, I'm going to go for a little bit more of a neutral damage approach. I'm going to go straight for the Psyshock. Excuse me. And with that, I'm going to try and take this one out. I think even if it is Psyshock, we should be able to handle it just fine. And it's going to be Weather Ball. It could be a Dazzling Gleaming Ninetales, possibly. Maybe. And do you yield your Ninetales? Yield your shield. I'm not sure if this Weather Ball was the best of options, but this is what we're going with. Alright, just get them one to the red. I'll take that. And I think with that, we'll go ahead and now say goodbye to our Alolan Ninetales here. RIP, buddy, you have done... Oh, no! You're not done yet! Oh, with a sliver of health, we survive. Somehow, some way. I don't know how, but we did. With that, fire off a Weather Ball. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm thinking they might actually be having a little bit of technical difficulties on their end, which does kind of sully this moment a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you. But we'll keep on keeping on. And with that, ooh, final one to deal with is going to be a Victreebel. Definitely not switching out at this moment, no sir. Yeah, we'll get the Shadow Ball, get the Victreebel right on out of here. And that, we'll go ahead and start chucking up our shields here. I mean, we could try to go for the two shield flex, but not quite my not quite my cup of tea. I will not take too many chances if I don't need to. And with that, again, I'm not 100% sure if they were facing off against technical difficulties. If they were, I apologize on that end, but we were still able to get ourselves victory number 2 of this set. And at least for the most part, I can still say GG's. GG's all around. And hopefully it's not a win due to lag, but, you know, still put up a formidable team. I won't deny that. Anyway, jumping now into match number 4 of this set, which is going to be up against Alesh Kageotos, I think. Not 100% sure if I had to be honest with you. But first match of the set is going to be up against a Clefable. Yeah, it's going to be a charming Clefable, so the good news is we don't really have to worry too much about the charge moves. That could eventually be coming our way. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and utilize our ability to fire as many charge moves as we can. Excuse me. At the Clefable. Excuse me. Okay. Now fire off another weather ball their way. Get them well into the red. And with that, we are actually able to powder snow the rest of the Clefable right on out of here. And with that, next one to deal with is going to be the Abimisnu. Fire off another weather ball their way. Clear out shield number 1. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm gonna actually shield here. I want to keep my Ninetales alive as long as I can. Ninetales I feel like has the best bet right now against the rest of this Abimisnu. That, I'm going to swap right on out for my Trevenant. Hopefully I did not send Trevenant out into its demise here. Time to use up our second shield here. Clear out to the last, or use up our final shield there. Get the opportunity to fire off a Shadow Ball their way. Take out the rest of the Abimisnu. And with that, final one to deal with is going to be the Shadow Venusaur. This should be interesting, actually. Give it a minute. Oh, I don't think that's going to be enough time. Yeah, it's not enough time. Just shy of the the counter there. Hopefully, do we survive? No, we don't. Oh, looks like Venusaur sweep on this one. Fair enough, fair enough. So, RIPs there for us, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so I think with that, okay. Right now, we are currently all tied up. 2 wins, 2 losses. So we'll see if this match ultimately ends in a positive set or a negative set. Again, we'll see how we do as we go into match number 5 of this set against Trainer Antoni. Or Trainer Anton between 2 eyes. Anyway. Said trainer starting things out with a Trevenant. That, swapping things out for a Weezing, in which case we'll go ahead and swap out for our Lantern. Because if there's anything I'm for certain of is that Lantern does not want to deal with the Trevenant. So best to get that matchup right and out of the way as quickly as we can. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm assuming we're pretty much just going to be sludges. We're going to be seeing sludges from this Galarian Weezing until the very end. Probably 2 more, I'm guessing. Or they could be going Hail Mary with the Overheat. I mean, it's resisted, but it still does pack quite a punch in and of itself. So, you know, can't really argue with that. With that, though, it looks like we are going to be seeing a back-to-back sludge here. Should get us deep into the... Oh, no, it's going to be Overheat this time. Okay. Okay. With that, we are very well into the red here. But we do have Thunderbolt at the ready the moment their Mon comes back. Whew. We'll fire that since we have the opportunity. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring back our Ninetales, into which case they brought in Dugong, into which case we brought in Trevenant. Not the greatest of switch-ins. I'm not gonna lie to you there. It's not the greatest of switch-ins, but you know, yeah. At the very least, we may be looking to clear out their shields before our inevitable demise. So you know, there's that. There's that. Hopefully we'll clear out both shields, or maybe just do good damage to the Dugong before our demise. Maybe, probably. Right? So we do manage to clear out both shields at the very least, so we have that going for us. And with that though, I'm going to go ahead and try and take out this next one. I'm assuming it's going to be the Icy Wind to debuff us. Yep, there it is. And I'm assuming Drill Run should be following soon, or they're just going to keep firing Icy Winds until our attack is pretty much reduced to smithereens. Either or is possible. Go ahead and try and take out this next one as well. Put the Icy one again. Unfortunately, well, the previous Psyshock didn't really do all too much to the Dugong, and I'm guessing this one's probably not going to do all too much either. That. I'm going to use my final shield here. It's going to be the Icy Wind again. Okay. Trevenant has returned to the field. We do have enough for Weather Ball. Unfortunately, our attack has been debuffed 3 times now, so I guess that's as good as mine if it's going to be enough. Unfortunately, it looks like it's not. So it looks like this is going to be a negative set for us here. Put up as good of a fight as we could, but unfortunately wasn't quite able to seal the deal there. That dang Dugong. Anyway, RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. You can never underestimate the power of the debuffs of the Icy Wind, man. Scary stuff. Anywho, while we did end this in an overall in a negative, we still kept it in the middle with 2 wins out of 5, and we still got ourselves the 3080 Stardust and the 3 rare candies. Let's do that. And got ourselves maybe about a quarter of a way to rank 19, so slowly but surely making our way over. Slowly but surely, slowly but surely. Again, hopefully by the end of tonight we'll actually be able to see an ELO, but well, the only way to do that is to get ourselves to well, rank 20, but we have 4 more sets left in us before the end of the night, so hopefully we'll be able to seal the deal at the end of that, but we shall see. But first and foremost, quick water break. Always remember to stay hydrated. Also apologize if I'm being like extra chatty today. I don't know. Got extra energy in me, I guess. It's been a while since the last time we streamed some Go Battle League, so maybe I have a little bit extra pumped up energy for this. Anyway. Regardless of whether or not that's the case, we'll go ahead and jump right back into the battle. Excuse me. Also apologize for this cough. It still lingers. Excuse me. Yeah. Anyway. Hopefully we'll stay alive long enough to introduce the rest of or introduce the team after this match, because we're going to be jumping into match number 1 of set number 4. And match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Musical EXP. Alright, Musical, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Lantern. We'll go ahead and fire off a Psy Shock their way. Get some good old-fashioned neutral damage going. And with that, they actually do have their own charge move. Fire in our way. Guessing it's going to be a Surf, probably. Yep, it is. Let's go to about half health. And with that, they're able to swap in with their Charmin Wigglytuff. Not sure why I'm sticking it on this match, but we are. Easy. Alright, with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on in for our Lantern. We'll go ahead and save my shields here. I'm guessing it's going to be... That's going to be Disarming Voice. Let's do a decent amount of damage, but for the most part, we're still hanging in there. We are now deep in the yellow, though, so I gotta be a little bit careful about that. I'll go ahead and fire off a Surf their way. Actually clear out shield number 1. And with that, as much as I want to save up some energy here, I do also want to save up a little bit on our health here. So we'll go ahead and fire off another Surf their way, clear out the rest of their Wigglytuff. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on in for our Trevenant to deal with their Superior. Again, playing it a little risky to see how well we handle Aerial Ace. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Seed Bomb their way. Clear out shield number 2. Okay, I'll take it. It's going to be Leaf Tornado. That saves energy. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. Fire off the Shadow Ball. Okay. Could have opted for the Seed Bomb, but I'm going for a little bit more damage with a Shadow Ball their way. Whew. Good damage there, as we are able to clear out the rest of their Lantern and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Excuse me. Alright, and now I'll go ahead and introduce the team that we are using for this set. For those of you who are just joining us, apologize for not doing it earlier. I accidentally just started up match number 1. But with that, we're starting things out with an Alola Ninetales up at the front, who's rocking Powder Snow, Psy Shock, and a Weather Ball. Hanging out in the middle, we have Trevenant, who is rocking Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Seed Bomb. And then closing everything out, we have Lantern, who is rocking Spark, Thunderbolt, and Surf. Alright, so this is the squad. Let's go ahead and jump right back into the battles and see how we do for match number 2 of set number 4. And with that, match number 2 of this set is going to be up against Lavera 9832. Alright, Lavera, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Wigglytuff. Living up to its name, having quite a good amount of bulk to it, as well as the ever-potent charm damage. And we are able to chip away at this Wigglytuff fairly well with our ever-spammy Weather Balls. Alright, get them well into the red. Like that. I will go ahead and shield. I want to keep my Ninetales alive as long as I possibly can. And then we are able to Powder Snow the rest of the Wigglytuff right on out of here. And with that, oh, now we're up against a Charge Beaming Lantern. That's interesting. Now fire off a Psy Shock their way. Get some decent neutral damage in, if anything. And with that, we now say goodbye to our Ninetales here. RIP, buddy, you have done well. And with That, I'm gonna go ahead and swap right on in for our Revenant. Ooh. He's in a little bit of a pickle here now because we are now dealing with an Abomasnow. No, this is definitely not an ideal place for me to be. But does not make it any easier. I mean, Icy Wind doesn't make it any easier. Kind of figured. Poison! Oh, dang. Was really hoping I'd be able to catch that Icy Wind there, but I think they were just going for the farm down at that point. So I am once again in a little bit of a pickle. I don't know if that's gonna be Weather Ball number... not Weather Ball. Energy Ball number 2. Oh, it's gonna be Icy Wind. This... oh, that is still enough to... That we do fire off some Shadow Claws their way, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough to finish off the Abomasnow there. So unfortunately that is going to be loss number 1 of this set here. RIP's there, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so right now we're currently all tied up. We're 1-1. Let's see if we can go 2-1 as we go into our next match, which is going to be up against Mr. Filipichin. Alright, Filipichin, what do you got? First matchup's gonna be up against an Abomasnow. Actually, this is our best chance to deal with said Abomasnow because we're able to actually pack some pretty good neutral damage while surviving their powder snows pretty well. And we have the ever-trusty Weather Ball spam. They're swapping right on out for a Ferrothorn, in which case we can swap out for our Trevenant. Anyway, let's see how well we handle the next charge move. It's going to be Thunder. We are able to handle that pretty well. All things considered. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Shadow Claw their way. A Shadow Ball their way, I'm sorry. Boy, I'm forgetting names of moves all over the place. Anyway, we are able to clear out the rest of the Ferrothorn. Now we have the rest of the Abomasnow to deal with. And with that, I think I'll just go ahead and let my Trevenant go here. RIP, buddy, you've done well. And with that, we do have energy set for Weather Ball to fire at the Abomasnow. Do we clear the Abomasnow or do we clear out shield number 1? Shield number 1 it is. Alright. Like that. Ooh, the next mon is going to be the Galarian Weezing, into which case we can go ahead and bring in our Lantern. I think for the most part we should be able to handle any of the charge moves that Weezing throws our way. I mean, they're going to throw a lot of charge moves, but otherwise we should be able to handle that pretty well. I thought we are actually able to clear out shield number 2 there, so I'll definitely take that. Thank you very much. And with that, we'll go ahead and let this go. Is it going to be another Sludge? Or are they going straight for the Overheat? Oops, it's going to be another Sludge. Guessing there's at least one more Sludge heading our way, maybe. Or maybe this is going to be the Overheat. Oh no, this is going to be another Sludge. Okay. So we'll fire off the Thunderbolt. Clear out the rest of the Weezing. And then we swap back in for our Ninetales, but they have opted to call it a night before we fire off our Weather Ball. So we do manage to carry ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Oh, and Reboot Nito. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your username correctly. But like your hat a lot. Thank you. Really appreciate the compliments to the carp hat. Yeah, sister got for me for Christmas, I think 2 years ago at this point. So, or not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before that. So, gotta rock the Magikarp hat whenever and wherever we can, right? Gotta rock the carp. Anyway. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, right now we're currently taking on the Spring Cup, where we've had a mix of performance, a mixed performance in the Spring Cup. We do have a couple of sets in the negative, but still kind of in the middle with 2 wins out of 5 in both sets 1 and 3. And set number 2, we were able to find our stride a little bit more with 4 wins out of 5 in that one. But right now, we're currently in the midst of set number 4. We're currently in the positive, excuse me, with 2 wins and 1 loss. So hopefully we'll be able to at least get ourselves another win here as we look for match number 4 of this set. Okay. And match number 4 of this set is going to be up against Mrs. Upset Cesar, I think it's Cesar. Anyway, Mrs. Upset starting things out with a Hisuian Electrode. Okay. That is a nope on this attack for me because I'm assuming, yep, it's going straight for the wild charge. I'd rather not deal with that if I don't need to. Thank you very much. That we're gonna fire off a weather ball their way, and we're gonna manage to clear out shield number 1 there. And we do manage to get ourselves to another weather ball before they get to their, what I'm assuming is gonna be wild charge number 2. Oh, for that, they actually opted to swap out for their Galarian Weezing, into which case we can swap out for our Lantern. Of course, with Lantern being on the field, we are able to definitely tank out their overheats there, so we're definitely okay on that end. Now we'll see if is it going to be another overheat heading their way, or did they start firing off? They're starting to fire off some sludges our way. Fortunately, with the attack debuff, we're able to handle it much better this time around. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Thunderbolt, get them well into the red. And actually with that, we are able to Thunderbolt the rest of their... spark the rest of their Weezing right on out of here. And that's going to be the return of the Electrode, which are firing off the Wild Charge, clearing out the rest of our Lantern. RIP, buddy, you have done well. And with that, we are able to Powder Snow the rest of the Electrode right on out of here. That final amount to deal with is going to be a Pelipper. Alright, Lantern will have definitely been the better option to deal with Pelipper here, but... well, we're here. We'll go ahead and back-to-back Weather Ball the Pelipper. Why am I still... I don't know. Anyway, I think we'll go ahead and say goodbye to our Ninetales here. RIP, buddy, you've done well. Now we'll go ahead and bring in the Trevenant, who is able to Shadow Claw the rest of the Pelipper right on out of here and secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Right? Yeah, okay. Excuse me. Alright, so on the plus side, no matter what, we're going to be ending this one in the positive with 3 wins and 1 loss. We might as well see if we can go 4-1 as we look for our final match. And actually, speaking of, match number 4 of this set is going to be up against Kikoman. Alright, Kikoman, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against the Snow. Ooh, we swapped in for the Feraligatr, into which case we swapped in for our Trevenant. Might not have been the best of ideas considering Shadow Claw and what I'm assuming is going to be Crunch heading our way. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll admit it was a knee-jerk reaction to the water typing I saw, but wasn't the best of reactions that I could have had there. So, you know what, that's fair, that's on me. I'll admit when I done goof. I'll admit when I done goof. Anywho, Feraligatr coming in with the Hydro Cannon. Let's go ahead and finish off the rest of this Feraligatr with our Lantern. We'll go ahead and tank out this final. I'm assuming this is going to be Crunch heading our way. Let's do decent neutral damage, but we do stay in the green, so we're okay there. I'm assuming, yep, this is going to be the return of the Ebamisnu. Got a little bit of extra damage in there, but let's see if we can. I'm assuming this is going to be the Energy Ball. Yep. We do say goodbye to our Lantern there. RIP, buddy, you've done well. Ooh, and with that, final mon is going to be the Mawile, and that's definitely not a mon that I want to see right now. Oh boy, okay. I know we've pretty much all but lost this one, but you know, it ain't over till it's over, so we're gonna keep on keeping on, firing as many weather balls as we can towards the Mawile before our inevitable demise. Probably shouldn't have used up that extra energy to get to that Psyshock. But I think ultimately the result probably would have been the same there. So unfortunately that's going to be loss number 2 of the set. RIPs there, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. And on the plus side, we do still end the set in the positive with 3 wins out of 5. Still kind of hanging out in the middle. Can't argue with that. Now we can go ahead and claim this 3080 Stardust, a Silver Pineapple Berry. Always nice. There we go, ourselves an encounter with a Gligar. Okay. We got ourselves a brand new Gligar. Interesting IVs, so I'm going to transfer you out. And with that, we are now just shy of halfway to rank 19. Again, making some pretty decent progress. There we go. Okay, so 4 sets down. I think we have 3 more that we can do. But before we jump into the next match, I'm gonna take this opportunity to do another quick, take another quick drink of water. Always remember to stay hydrated. Easy. There we go. Yeah, win or lose, it's always good to remain hydrated no matter the outcome. Anywho, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going with that, but anyway, with that, we'll go ahead and now jump right back into the battles and jump into the Spring Cup. And to reintroduce the team, for those of you who are just joining us, we're starting things out with a little Ninetales up at the front, who's rocking Powder Snow, Psyshock, and a Weather Ball. Hanging out in the middle, we have Trevenant, who's rocking Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Seed Bomb. And then closing everything out, we have Lantern, who's rocking Spark, Thunderbolt, and Surf. Alright, so this is the squad. Let's go ahead and jump right back into the battles and see how we do for set number 5. And match number 1 of the set is going to be up against Hish Hish 2000. Alright, Hish Hish, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Lantern. And we're going to be firing off a Psyshock their way, getting some pretty good neutral damage in maybe. And I'm guessing they're going to be coming in with their own neutral damage with a Surf heading our way. If I recall correctly, that should get us to about half health, give or take. There we go. Oisha! Now with that, waste no time. Save up our energy here. Switch right in for the Trevenant. Should be able to tank this Surf no problem. There we go. And with that, ooh, next one that I have to deal with though is going to be the Abomasnow. I will not shield yet. Just say goodbye to our Trevenant there. R.I.P. buddy, you've done well. And with that, we'll go ahead and come in with our Alolan Ninetales. Admittedly, Ninetales is looking a little more worse for wear than I was originally expecting, but here's what it is. Excuse me. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Weather Ball their way, so that we are able to clear out the rest of their Abomasnow. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Weather Ball their way, clear out shield number 1. I'll take that. And with that, I think even if it is Thunderbolt, we should be able to tank it, albeit it should get us to about maybe half health, give or take. Or close to half health. Yeah, we are starting to get a little low on health here, so we're going to need to start chucking up our shields. That, we'll go ahead and fire off a Surf their way. I think it might be, well, not quite enough to finish off the rest of the Lantern, but with a couple more sparks, we were able to finish the job there. And that, ooh, final one that I have to deal with is going to be the Galarian Weezing. Fire off a Surf their way. We'll go ahead and chuck up our final shield here. Not 100% sure if we have enough in us to seal the deal against this Galarian Weezing. Oh, and we might not even have the chance to find out because they have another Brutal Swing heading our way. Yep, and that is going to be enough to finish off the rest of our Lantern there, so unfortunately, while we did get to the Thunderbolt, we lost out on the tie there, I'm assuming. So, unfortunately, starting things out with a loss there. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Excuse me. Alright, so starting things out with a loss. Not the best of starts, but let's see if we can bounce back as we jump into match number 2 against Parfamon 2. The sequel. Parfamon, what you got? First matchup's gonna be up against the Napoleon. Like that, and go ahead and swap right on in for my Trevenant. Which is they're gonna swap in for their Galarian Weezing. Do manage to catch the Seed Bomb pretty well, so credit where credit is due. We'll go ahead and shield out here just in case they're a Brutal Swinging Weezing. It is going to be a Sludging Weezing, if that makes any sense. And with that, we'll go ahead and now fire off another Seed Bomb their way. Do we actually clear out shield number 1 with this one? Yes, we do. And with that, I think I'll go ahead and this one will go. Actually, we do manage to survive it. Whoop. Since I still have like a tad bit of health left in me, we might as well go ahead and fire off another Seed Bomb their way. Clear out the rest of the Weezing. After the return of the Empoleon, which is gonna waste no time and bring in our Lantern. Right now we have. We're in a pretty good field position right now. Hopefully we can keep to it. Hopefully we can keep to it. And with that, ooh, final one to deal with is going to be the Rose Raid. I'm assuming they're going to be firing off Weather Ball here. It is going to hurt quite a lot, but we do manage to survive it at the very least, so we'll still take it. We're still good. We're still hanging in there. We're still hanging in there. do manage to clear out shield, their final shield there. We are going to need to use up our final shield here, but hopefully Rose Raid isn't as spammy as I think it is. There we go. And we're able to counteract with our own spamminess in the form of one final water ball. Now we do manage to clear out the rest of the Rose Raid, and now we just have the rest of the Empoleon to deal with. And we do have Thunderbolt at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire that their way. There we go. And we do manage to clear out the rest of the Empoleon and secure ourselves victory number one, I'm sorry, of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Yes. Okay. I remember. Excuse me. Alright, and with that right now, we are currently 1-1. Let's see if we can go 2-1 as we look for match number 3 of this set. And speaking of, match number 3 of this set is going to be up against Esteban 29. Alright, Esteban, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against the Abomasnow. Oh, that might have been a tad bit of a mistake. But we brought in the Trevenant to fight off against the Tentacruel. The good news is we do resist their Scald, if anything. The bad news is, well, their poison type damage is starting to take quite a toll. Take quite a toll on us, admittedly. And that acid spray is definitely not going to do us any favors. That is for sure. We're going to shield up here. Okay, and with that, we do have Shadow Ball at the ready. Do they opt to use shield number 2? Or we cleared Tentacruel. Hey. Now we now say goodbye to our Trevenant rather quickly. RIP, buddy, you've done well. And that next one to deal with is going to be a Sea King. Nothing to worry about when dealing with Sea King is that I believe Sea King does know Drill Run, or can know Drill Run, so gotta be a little bit extra careful about that. Speaking of, it's just about half health there. We're going to fire off a Surf their way. Up to not to shield there. Okay. Fair enough. I think with that, we'll go ahead and just let our Lantern go here. Or not. We can knock each other out. That works out perfectly fine. And now we're all back to square one. Abomasnow versus Ninetales. Okay, I'm gonna try to tank out this next one. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Whew. Coming in with another water ball, clearing out their final shield. Oh, buddy! And we do manage to get to one final weather ball. Is it enough to clear the Abomasnow? Research tells me it is. We are able to clear the Abomasnow with the sliver of HP left in us and secure ourselves another victory in this set. GG's. GG's all around. Ooh, buddy. Was that? Okay, it's victory number 2 of this set. There we go. Again, losing a little bit of track of where I'm at in this in this set. With that, right now we are currently 2 wins and 1 loss, so we're back in the positive. So let's see if we can keep it going. Let's go for that 3-1 as we go into match number 4, which is going to be up against Bullero 91. Alright, Bullero, what do you got? First round's gonna be up against a Pelipper. Pelipper for the most part. We do have our hard counter in the back, but we might as well stick it out with Ninetales because we do still have some good neutral damage coming in with our Powder Snow and our Weather Ball spam. That would be a magic clear out. Shield number 1. I'll take that. I'll go ahead and shield out here. It's still gonna be Weather Ball. Okay, fair enough. I was wondering if it was a tad bit too short for what you call it, Hurricane. I could still be wrong. They could be firing off Hurricane right now, actually. Okay. Oh, there it is. That's the Hurricane. RIP Ninetales. You have done well. Now that we are able to spark the rest of the Pelipper right on out of here. That, ooh, next one to deal with is going to be Ferrothorn and also an Abomasnow. Oh, buddy. Okay. This admittedly does complicate things. Not gonna lie. After we bait, do we have enough to get to another Shadow Ball? Not quite, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so we do have enough to get to the Thunderbolt. Wants the red. I'm guessing this is probably going to be Energy Ball. Should get us to about deep in the red, actually. That is going to be the return of the Ferrothorn, and they do have a charge move at the ready. So, unfortunately, the double grass in the back has caused me to meet my demise here. RIP's there, but unless GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, I believe we're now 2-2. Let's see if we can go 3-2 as we go into our match number 5, which is going to be against Skyder 6552. Right, Skyder or Skeeter or however you're pronounced. That they have their lantern up. The opportunity to bring in. I brought in my lantern, but now they've opted to swap in for their Ferrothorn. With that, let me just opt to say goodbye to my lantern here. Ooh, sliver of HP. We don't say completely goodbye just yet. Can leave off with one final surf. There we go. And one more spark while we're at it. Okay, with that, go ahead and bring in our Alolan Ninetales here. I'm going to try to tank out this next one too. Hopefully it's not something too bad. Okay, it's going to be Thunder. Not too bad, not too bad. And we'll go ahead and fire off a Weather Ball their way because I have a sneaky suspicion they're pretty close to either a Power Whip or maybe even another Thunder. And that we are able to clear out to the rest of Le Ferrothorn. It's going to be the return of the lantern. Fire off a Psyshock their way. Get some pretty good neutral damage in there at the very least. Okay. I will let my Ninetales go. RIP, buddy, you've done well. Now putting all hopes on our Trevenant here. might not have been the best of ideas because now, well, I'm pretty sure this Trevenant actually beats us out here with just Shadow Claw alone, admittedly. So, yeah. Maybe not the best of planning on my part, I will admit, but, you know, gave it our best, I guess. And in any event, RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, once again, back in the negative, seems to be in every other for us here. But again, still in the middle with 2 wins out of 5. And we do still have the opportunity to claim this 3080 Stardust as well as this Charge TM, which is always good to have. And with that, we are now a little over halfway to rank 19. Okay, so with that, I believe we should have 2 more sets that we could do. For now, though, I'm going to take a quick breather. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take a quick breather for a moment, you know, just relax for a moment, grab another drink of water. You know, again, always remember to stay hydrated. So yeah, give me one moment. I shall be right back. Hello, hello, we have returned. Haha, anyway. Yeah, just one quick restroom break, stretch legs, you know. It's been a day. But anyway, we are back. Gonna take another quick drink of water. Alright, anyway. Alright, and with that, let's go ahead and jump right back into the battles to do our second to last set of the night, if I'm remembering our amount of sets available correctly. So we jump into the basic rewards, jump into the Spring Cup, and change to the team that we are using for these sets. Starting things out with an Alolan Ninetales up the front, rocking Powder Snow, Psyshock, and a Weather Ball. Hanging out in the middle, we have Trevenant, who is rocking Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Seed Bomb. And then closing everything out, we have Lantern, who is rocking Spark, Thunderbolt, and Surf. Alright, so the team all set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and jump into the battles and see how we do for set number 6. Excuse me. Right, and with that, match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Jesus 696 or Jesus 696. Anyway, starting things out with the Alolan Ninetales mirror match. And with that, they are still charging, so it gives me an idea that they might be rocking Dazzling Gleam on their Ninetales. Something I gotta keep in mind moving forward. Go ahead and see if that theory is true, or if they're probably trying to bait us out with a... Ooh, yep, that is 100% a... That was very much indeed a Dazzling Gleam, and boy did it dazzle. And with that, we are able to fire off another Psyshock, and we are actually able to clear out to their Ninetales as well, so I'll take that. And with that, next monster we have to deal with is going to be a Breloom, to which case I'm going to swap right on out for my Trevenant. This is interesting because I know I'm dealing with their Shadow Venusaur. I'm a little concerned about dealing with the Shadow Venusaur because I still have to deal with the Breloom in the back. Regardless, we're sticking things out for now. Okay, shield out here. Oh, it's gonna be Sludge Bomb, okay. And with that, we are able to Shadow Claw the rest of the Venusaur right on out of here. Okay, with that, we'll fire off a Seed Bomb their way. At the very least, we can try and make sure we can clear out their shields before A lantern comes in. And now let's see what charge moves Breloom's packing. Maybe Seed Bomb, okay. Okay, with that, hopefully they're not double charged on Seed Bomb or have a nuke move at the ready. This is gonna be the Seed Bomb. Ooh, and we do have enough for Surf. And fire that their way, unless Breloom's more durable. I think we should be good to go. Yes, we are. So we are able to clear out the Breloom. Shout out to the Shiny Flex, by the way. And we are able to actually secure ourselves victory number 100 of the research. There's the word I'm looking for. And secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. And on that note, actually, we will go ahead and... Do I have a star piece? I do. I only have one, but I might as well use it. Because we will go ahead and claim all of this star is a dust right here, like so. And that's not what I want. Okay, there. That's the one I want. All right. And so it's 2 there, and I believe that should restart the research. Yep, there it is. Back to square one again, but this time for a charge TM at the very end of this. Oh, and since we're here, because I could always use a good extra draw, go ahead and catch this Drober real quick, just to see if it's any good. And we got with the critical. It's not the greatest, but you know, the important thing is we tried. And the C-Dot for research purposes. Excuse me. There you go. Got another one for the Hoenn part of the Masterwork research. Very interesting IV, so I'll transfer you out as well. Okay, and with that real quick catch hiatus, we'll go ahead and jump right back into the battles here. And let's see how we do for match number 2. Set number 6. And match number 2 of this set is going to be up against OX Katara. XO. Alright, Katara, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against the Cradily. Oh, buddy. Of course, the main thing to keep an eye out for when dealing with Cradily is the fact that Cradily, I believe, now knows Rock Slide. That's definitely something that I don't want to deal with, per se. Thank you very much. So go ahead and chuck up our shield here. Stone Edge is definitely not something I want to deal with. Thank you very much. Dealing with that, next one is going to be Poliwrath. I probably could have gone with Lantern. Probably would have been a better counter, admittedly. Because Poliwrath does know Icy Wind, which is going to hurt quite a bit. But... I mean, at the very least, we're able to resist their counters for the most part, so we don't have to worry too much about that. But in any event, we'll go ahead and keep on keeping on with our Trevenant. We're able to fire off the Seed Bomb, get them well into the red, so I'll take that. And with that, I'll go ahead and shield out here, keep the rest of my Trevenant alive. I'll probably go that. Anyway. Neither here nor there. I'll go ahead and finish off the rest of the Poliwrath there. And with that, next mon that we're dealing with is going to be a Shiftry. Okay. I respect the Shiftry. Hello. And come in with the Ninetales. I'm assuming this is going to be a Leaf Blade, probably. Just gonna hurt quite a bit. Yep, there it is. And with that, we do have Weather Ball at the ready. And fire out their way, clear out shield number 2. I get to another one? Ah, not quite, not quite. Maybe got a little too greedy with that one. Maybe got a little too greedy with that one. And that does mean my Lantern is going to actually have to finish off the rest of the Shiftry. which is really not an ideal place for me to be, considering the ever spammy and heavy damage that is Leaf Blade. Oh yeah, and Cradily. Cradily is pretty nasty too. I'll go ahead and actually fire off a Surf and clear out the rest of the Cradily. And I don't know if I can get to another charge move in time, and that's gonna be a no, unfortunately. The Shift Tree caught me lacking, I guess. Caught me off guard there. Shift Tree with the Leaf Blade. Can't underestimate, can't underestimate. Alright, but nonetheless, RIPs to us, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, anywho, right now we're currently 1-1. Let's see if we can go 2-1 as we will jump into match number 3, which is going to be up against Bakatoka. Alright, Bakatoka, what do you got? First match is going to be against the Shiny Flex. Hello, the Ninetales. And judging by... It seems like we went to CMP time. My attack just happens to be higher here. Yep. It's just a matter of whether or not they also went for the Side Shock or... Oh, they went for the Weather Ball this time around. Okay, with that, I'm assuming they're now gonna go for the Side Shock, probably. They have enough? Oh no, it's gonna be another Weather Ball. Okay. It could very well be possible that they're a Dazzling Gleaming Ninetales. They happen to perfectly replicate the amount of shields or the amount of time necessary to get to Side Shock, but honestly, your guess is as good as mine on that one. Anywho, we both use up our first shield here. Will they use up shield number 2 here, or will they let this Weather Ball go? Let it go, okay. And probably good for a good reason, because, well, they might actually get to get another Weather Ball. Was it the best idea to keep the remainder of my Ninetales alive? Hard to say. Well, on the plus side for us, which is weird, just feels weird to say, but the next mon is going to be a Pelipper. So unfortunately for us, we do have a proper counter to Pelipper in the form of a Lantern. Now with that, I'm assuming they're going for straight for the Hurricane. You should be able to survive it, no problem, but still does a decent amount of damage to us there. That next one to deal with is going to be the Venusaur. Venusaur is a little bit of a tricky one because that pretty much that pretty much sums it up in a nutshell. Okay. The Frenzy Plant? Saves on energy, that's good, that's good. I wonder if Double Surf would have been a little bit better. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. We're going for the Thunderbolt. We get them well into the red. But it looks like they do get to another charge move here, so it is going to be another loss for us here. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Yep, so right now we're currently 1-2. Not in a particularly great place, but you know, we still have 2 more matches left in us. Yeah, we'll now see if we can tie everything up as we go into match number 4 against 219, Mr. MR. Anyway, first matchup is going to be up against the Tropius. I keep doing that. keep running that mistake. I keep jumping the gun on the Trevenant and it screws me over all the time. And I had a perfectly good lantern right there, but anyway. On the plus side, it did manage to take out a shield there, so I can't argue with those results. Yeah, now we'll go ahead and just say goodbye to our Trevenant here. RIP, buddy. I'm sorry. I've done you dirty. I've done you dirty, Trevenant. But thank you anyway. Alright, with that, I'm going to go ahead and try and take this one out. It could be the drill run. Yeah. Those guys still about half health, but otherwise we do manage to survive it pretty well. So, over there. Now with that though, they do swap back out for the Tropius. We will go ahead and fire off a Thunderbolt to their way. Decent neutral damage in there. And speaking of neutral damage, we'll go ahead and try and tank out this next attack. Gonna be Leaf Blade. I'm gonna handle that fairly well. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Weather Ball their way. Clear out the rest of the Tropius. And now do you send back the rest of your Dugong, or do you send out Mon number 3? Number 3 it is, okay. That I'll go ahead and let my I was gonna let my Ninetales go, but well, Brutal Swing worked out for us there. Okay, and with that, we'll go ahead and use up our final shield here. Icy Wind. But with that, we are able to indeed spark the rest of the Dugong right on off here, and we are able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, we're all tied up. We're 2 wins, 2 losses. Do we see another positive set in us, or is this going to be another negative? We'll find out as we jump into match number 5. Which is going to be up against somebody at some point in time. Maybe. Possibly. Perhaps. Up there you go. Demi-Dub 11. Alright, Demi-Dub, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Galissapod. Oh, just kidding. It's going to be against the dreaded Error 6. So. Got denied the Galissapod matchup. That's what it is. Anywho, now our final match of this set is going to now be up against Demi-Dub again. Okay. Alright, good news. The match was not denied. Maybe the match is denied. Hello? Demi-Dub? Demi-Dub? Hello? Seem to have lost Demi-Dub. The Psy Shock shocked them out of it. Doesn't quite look like it. Well, I'm hoping maybe it's possible that I have lagged out on their end as well, so maybe they're farming away at my team. I want to believe. is kind of an anticlimactic way to end the set, if I had to be honest with you. Unless they come back. Alright, next mon would have been a lantern. Or if they have a grass mon in the back, probably. Or they could have run triple water. I don't know. Anywho. This isn't quite... Not quite the ending to the set that I was hoping for. Not quite a way I want to get another positive set here, but... Apologies. The greed in me is getting the better of me in this one. So, we're finishing off the rest of the... It is a triple water. Interesting. Depending on how we play it, we might have actually been able to maybe win this. It would have been tough, don't get me wrong, but... Yeah. It might have been okay to stick it out with. Anyway. Yeah, Lantern would have been very useful going against the Poliwrath and Trevenant against their Lantern. But yeah. Unfortunately, we wouldn't know the true outcome of that one, so apologies for taking that win, but hopefully, once again, I'm hoping that it happens to pan out on their end as well, that they're able to get the free dub. Hopefully. I don't know though. Anywho. Not the greatest of lose. Well, anyway. With that said done, we are now maybe roughly 3/4 of the way to rank 19. So yeah, we're definitely... I believe we only have one set left in us before the end of the night, so... yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be seeing what our ELO is at the end of this, but maybe at the very least we might be able to get ourselves to rank 19 before the end of tonight. So we will go ahead and jump right back into the basic rewards and jump into the Spring Cup for what I'm assuming is one final match of the night. And to reintroduce the team that we've been using throughout the night, for those of you who are just joining us, we're starting things out with an Alolan Ninetales up at the front, rocking Powder Snow, Psyshock, and a Weather Ball. Hanging out in the middle, we have Trevenant, who is rocking Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Seed Bomb. And then closing everything out, we have Lantern, who is rocking Spark, Thunderbolt, and Surf. Alright, so the team that we are rocking, let's go ahead and jump right back into the battles and see how we do. Was potentially our final set of the night. And match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Diminutive. Diminutive starting things out with a Shadow Abomasnow. Okay, with that, they don't swap in for their Lantern, in which case we'll swap in for our Revenant. They come in with a Surf. We're able to handle that just fine. We'll go ahead and fire off a Seed Bomb their way. Do we manage to do decent damage to the Lantern? Okay. I might be playing it a little too risky, but we'll go ahead and try and tank out this next one as well. Ooh, actually does finish off our Trevenant there. RIP, buddy, you've done well. And with that, we swap back in for our Ninetales. Ooh, we're running into our own technical difficulties here. The Karma is hitting back. Oh, and we may or may not have lost connection to our opponent again. Oy vey. Oh no, there you are. There you are. Hello. Letting their lantern go, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, firing off all the weather balls. Okay, using up shield number 1 here. Gonna be weather ball of your own. Yep. Go ahead and chuck up another weather ball their way. Do magic clear out shield number 1. I'll take it. And chuck up another shield here. Another weather ball. I'm not sure if we can survive this next attack. It's gonna be energy ball. Yep. Yippers. Okay, with that, it all comes down to Lantern. Can we survive this energy ball? It's from a shadow, that's why. Oh yeah. Okay, so we do have enough for the Thunderbolt. It is going to be resisted, but is it still going to be enough to finish off the Abomasnow? Oh, not quite. One more spark. Oh. Oh, and we did have enough to get off one final spark there and clear out the Pelipper. As to whether or not there was some technical difficulties involved, I really hope there wasn't, but we managed to seal the deal on that one. GG's. GG's all around. On that note, though, since we do seem to be running into technical issues tonight, or at this moment, let me go ahead and close out of the game real quick and then rejoin. Hopefully, maybe that'll fix any server issues on that. Actually, I already loaded it in, but I'm gonna take a quick drink of water, if you don't mind. There we go. Always remember to stay hydrated. Anywho. Alright, so we're back in. I'm gonna jump back into the battle. I'll actually go ahead and claim this Stardust now since I have my star piece up and running. And with that, we'll go ahead and jump right back into the Spring Cup and look for match number 2 of this set. And match number 2 of this set is going to be up against Brooklyn 1914. Alright, Brooklyn, what do you got? Starting things out with a Tentacruel. Maybe a bit of a weird play, but I'm going to actually swap right on out for my Trevenant. I have a sneaking suspicion that's why that they have a much harder counter to Lantern in the back, so go with something a little bit safer in the form of our Ghost Tree here. Yep, Tentacruel's coming in with the Acid Spray, so these Poison Jabs are definitely going to start adding up on damage. And with that, there's the Grass type I'm looking for. It's going to be a Sceptile. We are actually able to get some pretty decent damage in with our Seed Bomb on that one. I'll take that. That we do say goodbye now to our Trevenant there. There's the word. RIP, buddy, you've done well. With that, Sceptile coming in with the Break and Swipe. Okay. Could be coming in with a Frenzy Plant here, but I'm going to try and tank it out. Oh, it's going to be another Break and Swipe. Fortunately, our Fairy typing is coming in very handy on that one. And then we are able to finish off the rest of the Sceptile. Are you coming back with the Tentacruel, or are you bringing in mon number 3? It is going to indeed be the Tentacruel. We'll go ahead and fire off a Psy Shock their way, see if we can catch them off guard with it. Nope. It read me like a fiddle on that one. Alright, then we're going to try and tank out this next attack. Is it going to be... well, there's the answer before I even ask the question. It is going to be the Acid Spray. That. We'll fire off another Psy Shock, clear out to their Tentacruel. And with that, last one to deal with is going to be the Poliwrath. And with that, just in case they happen to be packing some other charge move that I'm not aware of, go ahead and chuck a shield up there. It is going to be the Icy Wind. We could have resisted, but I'd rather not take the chance if I don't need to. There we go. We are able to finish off the rest of the Poliwrath with a Thunderbolt and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, right now we are currently 2 for 2. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 as we will now jump into match number 3 of the set, which is going to be up against Luigi Lilifabio. Alright, Luigi, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against an Empoleon. That's going to be an absolute... Why am I still here? There we go. I swear. Anyway. With that, next one that we're dealing with is going to be the Roserade. With that, they've called my bluff there. They've called the Seed Bomb bluff. And now, I'm going to go ahead and use up my first shield here. Oh. I had the Seed Bomb at the ready, but unfortunately it just wasn't prepped to fire. And that may come back to bite me. And with that, we are able to finish out the rest of the Roserade. However, we are 1 shield down, and now my Ninetales has to deal with Empoleon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let my Ninetales bite the dust here. RIP, buddy, you've done well. That, it turns out our final mon to deal with is going to be the Lantern, or their own Lantern. We are down a shield, so we gotta like really strategize how we're gonna go through this. This is gonna be a tricky one to navigate. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they're going for the Surf here. We could try and tank it, but we're running low on health. I think they got me here. I think no matter what, it's pretty much... Oh no, maybe. Okay, so we are able to finish off at least the rest of the Lantern. Oh. Unless by some happenstance I'm able to spark down a full health Empoleon. Yeah, this is pretty much where it ends for me. Well, the attempt was there, but unfortunately, this is going to be loss number 1 of the set. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, right now, we are still in the positive with 2 wins and 1 loss. Let's see if we can go for that 3-1 now, as we go into match number 4, which is going to be up against Peruvian Panda. Excuse me. Alright, Peruvian Panda starting things out with a Ferrothorn. The big question is, what does this Ferrothorn know? So we'll find out in a moment, but for now, go ahead and spam as many weather balls their way as we possibly can. And that good old-fashioned neutral damage. speaking of potential neutral damage, let's go ahead and try and tank this next one out, see what we're up against. Ooh, it's gonna be flash cannon, so that's nope on a rope. I don't know where I got that phrase from, but anyway. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here just in case they're going for another flash cannon, because that could still do some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off a seed bomb their way. It's pretty well resisted, but I think it should be enough to finish off the rest of the health of the Ferrith. Okay, no, apparently not. Apparently that's going to be a no, huh? And with that, I'm just going to tank out this next charge move. It's going to be Power Whip, so that'll get us about half health. And we are able to finish off the rest of the Ferrothorn. Alright, fire off a Seed Bomb their way. Clear out shield number 1. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Seed Bomb their way. And for shield number 2. There we go. Get a little bit of extra damage in before everything lies there. Like that, we're bringing in the Lantern, which is they're bringing in the Galarian Wheezing. The good news is that we do avoid their nuke move in the form of Overheat. We do have the ever spammy Brutal Swing, so we do have to be extra careful about that. Hopefully we can get Galarian Wheezing out of here as quickly as possible with as much sparks and thunderbolts as we can. It's going to be another Brutal Swing. I think they're going to be able to fire off one more before... Oh no! We got him. Okay, and with that, they have opted to call it a night, so we do manage to carry ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, no matter what, we're ending this in the positive, so good way to end the night, but might as well see if we can get ourselves at least one more win in this set as we jump into match number 5, which is going to be up against Louise. Alright, Louise, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against the Empoleon. Naturally. Ooh, next one we're dealing with now is going to be the Lurantis. Charge moves wise, I don't think there's anything that could really hurt me. There is Leaf Blade, yes. But otherwise, I don't think there's really much that can hurt me here. And we do have the opportunity to fire off a Shadow Ball right into the Lurantis, so I'll definitely take that. Thank you. And that's going to be the return of the Empoleon. Can I get to a Seed Bomb before the end? Not quite. I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and just let my Trevenant go here. RIP, buddy, you've done well. And with that, I'll go ahead and bring in the Lantern to do as much spark damage as I possibly can. Okay, Empoleon coming in with the Hydro Cannon. We're able to resist. And now, we're face to face with the ever-potent Rose Raid with the ever-potent Weather Ball spam. Okay, with that though... and fire off our own Weather Ball their way. And go ahead and use up shield number 1 here. Okay, go ahead and fire off another Weather Ball their way. And clear out shield number 2. And with that, I'll actually use up shield number 2 here to protect the rest of my Ninetales. And with that, we can bring back Lantern, fire off the Thunderbolt, Unless Empoleon's more durable, I think we should be good to go. Lantern's gotta charge up a little bit here. Being extra dramatic. There we go. And the research tells me we do clear out the Empoleon and secure ourselves victory number 4 this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, and with that, we are able to... I believe this is our last set, but we'll check on that in a moment. But for this set, we were able to end it with very respectable 4 wins out of 5. Go ahead and claim that silver pineapple berry. We got ourselves a phantom. Catch real quick. Okay, there we go. There's a brand new phantom. Interesting IPs when we transfer out. And we can also claim this 3 rare candies. And with that, we are ever so close to rank 19 and ever so close to getting our ELO, but that's for later. Rob Smith 2124, hello, welcome to the stream. Hey bud, haven't seen you stream in what seems like forever. Yeah, it's been quite a while in general since the last time I streamed, but it's a pleasure to see you again. Content's really good. Oh, thank you. Hope to see you streaming more often, bud. Hopefully, we'll be able to keep a more consistent schedule moving forward. This week is a little bit on the rougher side because there's some personal things, good personal things, but personal things that are keeping me busy at the moment. But yeah, hopefully afterwards we'll be able to solidify a more consistent stream schedule. But for now, let's see if we have... Nope, we've reached the maximum number of battles for today, so I think this will actually be it for this stream. All in all, we had our ups and downs throughout. We had a couple of 3 negative sets in us, but we were able to end it more on the positive with very much in the positive with set 7 with 4 wins out of 5, but also got ourselves at least one more 4 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5 and a couple of 3 out of 5s too to tip the scales a little bit more in our favor in terms of our win-loss ratio. So can't argue with that. All in all, pretty good night. But yeah, I guess next time around though, we will see where our ELO lands, and we'll be finding that out when we duke it out in the Open Leagues, Open, Great, Ultra, and Master League. So looking forward to that sometime in the future. But for now, again, that'll pretty much do it for this stream. Thank you very much to everyone who tuned in to this stream. Thank you very much to Flan Dream, Reboot Nito, and to Rob Smith as well for stopping by, chatting for a little bit. Always appreciated. If you do want to check out any future streams, you can of course follow us here on Twitch. We also do stream over on YouTube as well under the same name, Voyaging Trainer, so that you can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. I guess speaking of both YouTube and Twitch, if you want to check out any of the streams that were exclusive to here on Twitch, the VODs for those are saved on our sister YouTube channel, Voyage Archives. Have a good one, take care. Yeah, YouTube Rob Smith, thank you again for stopping by. Apologies, it was caught the tail end of that one. Thanks for the stream. Well, yeah, thank you for hanging out, Flan Dream. Always appreciated. Yeah. Along with all that, oh right, if you do also want to check out our weekly stream schedules, which hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to stay more consistent on in the future, or you just want to also check out our daily happenings, you can always follow us on our oh, excuse me. Oh, assuming I don't die before the end of this, before these shameless plugs, you can always follow us on our socials, Twitter /X, and Instagram at Voyaging Trainer. Once again, thank you very much to everyone who tuned into this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.